I set out to write this book because my daughter was born into a world that is unraveling, and because there are fewer than 350 North Atlantic right whales left, and because there are single-celled organisms dwelling in the peat of salt marshes that are utterly mysterious, and because that peat is, in many places, eroding away and washing out to sea. I wrote this book because I am afraid, and because I am grieving an ongoing loss that feels too big to name. And mostly, I set out to write this book because of how much I love my daughter, and how much love I feel for the places I have lived, and the way the purple clover grows in a riot, and the way the first snow falls. We are living in a time of ecological collapse. There is no way around it, but there is, I think, a way through. Perhaps the best we can do is to keep renewing the world and our love for it. This book is, in many ways, a real time log from pregnancy to my daughter's 3rd birthday, of wrestling with how to do this. This is not a book about saving ourselves or about fixing the future. In the end, it's a book about the fullness and flourishing of love. Mothering is the closest word I have found for examining the work that love calls us to do. This is not so much a book about Mother Earth as it is a book about mothering with and to and through the earth. Neither is this a book about an idealized feminine trope of the all-caring, all-nurturing, all-self-sacrificing, always holding it all together human mother of human children. Thankfully, that stereotype is presently being unraveled by, among other things, neuroscience. In her book, Mother Brain, Chelsea Conaboy writes that researchers have clarified that maternal behavior is, in fact, a basic human characteristic, not uniquely maternal after all. Studies of fathers, including non-biological fathers and same-sex couples, have found that the brains of men who are regularly engaged in caring for their children change in ways that are strikingly similar to gestational mothers. The English language can be a limited and binding one, especially when it comes to writing about and speaking of our relationship to the living world. Words like mother can become rigid and constricting. When speaking about motherhood to several women in my writing community who have a range of diverse perspectives and experiences, we encountered some discord around the word mother and its usual definition. One said that as a queer woman who is not planning to have biological children, she feels deeply unseen when the essentialness of womanhood is equated to motherhood. Another said that she always assumed that somewhere along the way she would have had a child, and now, in her early 40s, she is unsure if it will happen. She wonders where, then, to put her internal, persistent need for deep care and her desire to contribute something to the future.